Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Goes up, and Williams with the stuff.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. No good on his first attempt of the game. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
We've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Outside, White. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Porzingis has got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Pass to Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Austin shooting their first free throw this game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Porzingis. And here is Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Left side, Porzingis. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. Back to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Boston grabs the miss. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Holmgren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Over in the corner, Brown. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The kick out to Tatum. The screen from Brown. Pulls up. High post. Tatum no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Caruso with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. .132 left in the first. Outside Williams. Down low. And taken away by Brown.
Player faded from head to toe in black and red. Some white and red on the shoes, looking pretty nice.
I think the best dressers have to dress from the shoes up, Alexis, so I like the matching kicks with the outfit here.
Is this New York Fashion Week or is this NBA 2K? Welcome to NBA 2K25. We have a packed episode for you this week with tips on getting better at the game, as always, and we also have a special guest with insight on handling.
Now, as you're watching.
We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Back to Holmgren. Like at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Unloads from 13. That's good on the jump shot.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David. And And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over to the wing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Holmgren. And Boston with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Jaylen Brown. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now here is Holiday. Tatum down low. The kick out to Brown. Down low. Williams with the steal. Knocked away. And taken away by Brown. Back to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And he's good on the second. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Outside Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Brown outside. Back to Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And here are the Thunder now. Outside, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Tatum. White, good.
Outstanding D from Tatum. It led to the break.
Oklahoma City trailing. .105 left here in the opening quarter. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
That one is no good. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Outside Williams. And the layup falls. Williams has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Out to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum with it. Still scoreless. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Outside, Dort shoots over Brown. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Celtics leading by 3. Over to the left wing. Back to Tatum. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Porzingis. That one misses. Good D by Holmgren. Thunder trailing by 3. A wide open look here for Caruso. No good on the 3.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Over in the corner, Caruso. Outside Williams. From downtown. And they recover it. Outside, Dort. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. 3-point lead. Tatum on the wing. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. 4 on the clock. Tries it from 19. And it's White missing.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Holmgren. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Holiday. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Holiday. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trailing by 3. To the wing on the left. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Dort.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Holmgren. Porzingis with the steal. Tatum with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And an intentional foul right there.
Derek White. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:36 left from the first half of basketball. Pass to Williams. Now Holmgren over Porzingis. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Third team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
He's perfect from the line this time. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That one doesn't go. Boston leading by 3. Tatum on the wing. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Tatum a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Holiday. And it comes off the front of the rim. Thunder trailing by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Williams can't hit. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Horford. Picked by Horford. And Holiday has it in the corner. Boston, no good that time either. Outside, Dort. Williams outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics. They lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boston leading by 3. The kick out to Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him. Thunder on D. 6-point game. Holiday with it. Dort covering. And stolen by Williams.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it. He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Holiday left side. Brown feeling out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Curry inside. Brown jams it in.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Screen by Hartenstein. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that when they play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Pass to Hartenstein. And Boston with the rebound. Brown outside. Now here is Holiday. Back to Brown. Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Back to Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drills the three-pointer.
3 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Well, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Brown. No good. Nice defense from Dort. To the middle. Back to Caruso. Screen by Hartenstein. Dort left side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Celtics leading by 3. Here's the screen. It's deflected. Here's Walsh. Hasn't made one yet. Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Williams.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
So Horford gets 2.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Releases. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the Celtics now. Leading by 5. Brown outside. The kick out to Tatum. Brown outside. Tatum a screen. Launches it. Tatum from 3.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Tatum on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Back to Wallace. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hartenstein. Takes it off the glass. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now Porzingis, defended by Holmgren. To the inside. Out to Porzingis. Shoots over Holmgren. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
It's the
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 6. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Tatum. Inside. Back to Caruso. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Left side, Brown. Screen by Porzingis to the left side wing. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Out to Porzingis. That's tipped. Caruso with the steal. Outside, Dort. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. It's good. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Boston trailing. Now, here's Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Out to Porzingis. Caruso with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And showing us some toughness there. Nice to see Holmgren fearless at attacking on the drive and getting fouled.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Muscling through contact. Holiday has the strength and body control to do it.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. Right side, White. Down low. There's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Celtics. Out to the right wing. Pass to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Holmgren. Comes up empty down low. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. to Porzingis. Got a piece of it. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
It's Dort on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Outside, Porzingis. It falls!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Just lost his head out there. It will happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Here's Holiday. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Back to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. To the left wing. Down low. Stolen by Dort.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Pass to George. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
For three, Maxey. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And an Obi for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Down low. The kick out to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Towns with a rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. Hits the three-pointer.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
For three, George. To the middle. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Outside Maxey. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just nobody stopping Bridges from finishing the break. He's just too much.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Now here's Brunson. Drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
It's stolen by Maxey. 4-3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
Just another thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
Towns looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. With the drive. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
Pass to Oubre. .125 left in the opening quarter. Back to Embiid. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the Knicks on the break. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Here's Yabusele. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Knicks leading by 6. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason, and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. And that one's good. Brunson's got 8.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Inside. Stolen by Anunoby. Back to Towns. Oubre with a steal. And there's the screen. George left side. For 3. Maxey. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Oubre with it. Still no points. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Brunson. Achua with the dunk.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
George, right side. Fires the 3. They get it back. Embiid. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Precious Achua picks one up. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Right side, Brunson. Clock at 4. Brunson. Paul George pulls down the board. 76ers trail by 5. Oubre on the wing. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And they pick up 2. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Towns on a screen. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia making a change here.
First team foul. Now it's the lineup here.
Brunson looks it over. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
Here we go. And again, New York with the triple.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Anunoby. Releases. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Pass to Maxey.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's a minute 59 left in the second. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Anunoby for 3. That one doesn't drop. 76ers trail by 9. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
New York, no good that time either. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning. Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Bridges with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Pass to Towns. Out to Bridges. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers ENC.
So both teams changing it up here. .56 seconds left in the second period. And Lonnie Walker's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
54 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. Anunoby can't get it to go. 76ers trail by 7. Oubre into the lane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And so Oubre nails them both. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
There's a screen. Outside Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. For 3, Bridges. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Pass to George. Back to Maxey. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Maxey's got 13.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Knicks leading by 5. Brunson inside with the finish.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
And Maxey, here we go. Pass to Embiid. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 11.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Towns outside. And it's off from three-point range. And Walker's got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severe.
Oh, throw it down! Wow!
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
Towns on a screen. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Towns on a screen. 4 on the clock. Nails it from 3. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You got to guard Towns from the corners especially.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Hart. Down low. Here's Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability. And Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Up top, Embiid. And stolen by Bridges. And now the Knicks on the break. He goes up, and it's Bridges with the jam.
That is the kind of stuff you only see in video games. Come on, Mikal.
Here's Maxey. There's the drive. Not going to go that time. Hard with the defensive effort. Pass to Bridges. Here's Towns. It's stolen by Oubre. Maxey on the wing. Hart pulls it in.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Now here's Towns. Right outside. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Towns on a screen. Out to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Gets the 3 to fall. And now an 11-point New York lead.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. And here's the fast break. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Inside, Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Maxey's got 15.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
The next man now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let him hear it. Substitution on the court.
Right outside. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Clock at 6. Robinson gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 13.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Robinson. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Drummond. Gordon on the wing. No good with the triple. It could go. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's New York in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 76ers trail by 13. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And it's New York with a rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. George outside. From deep. And the three-pointer goes.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
Screen by Robinson. Here's Wright. The shot no good. It's George on the wing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Lowry outside. Back to Drummond. Oh, and the dunk by Drummond!
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Towns.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
76ers trail by 9. Screen by Embiid. Got a piece of it. Achua with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Towns. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Pass to Maxey. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Knicks on D. Inside. Out to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Brunson.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Kicks it out Towns. Here's the three. They get it back. Back to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. And he drives in. Brunson turns on the Jets.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Pass to Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
It's tough to find things to not love about Embiid's game. It's so complete. He's a true two-way player who is a nightmare you have to deal with on both ends.
Outside Brunson. Achua with the dunk.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Maxey. Buries it down low. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter here. Knicks leading by 11. And Brunson, here we go. Towns has got room. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
George outside. Down low. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Here he goes. Here's Towns. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Anunoby for three. He drops it from range.
For three.
And the Knicks lead by 16.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Knicks.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Towns. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 16. Here's Embiid. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Outside Brunson. And Embiid with the block.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Knocks it loose. And they're on the break. He's all alone. And then Embiid with the dunk. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Towns outside. Anunoby for three. The shot no good. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce,